In August of 2025, a YouTuber named Thomas uploaded a video titled "The Day We Almost Died in an Abandoned School" to his channel, TP Urbex. His channel primarily focuses on urban exploration, and he often shares footage of his adventures exploring various abandoned locations across North America. In this particular video, Thomas, along with one of his friends, decided to explore an abandoned school known as Dunbar Middle School, situated in Gary, Indiana. As the duo began their exploration and entered the building, they immediately mentioned that the structures inside were in a terrible condition, with deteriorating walls, crumbling ceilings, along with black mold and asbestos spread throughout. But surprisingly, some sections within the school were in a relatively good condition, with power and functioning electronics, and it did seem as though that part of the building might still be operational, as it seemed to have been maintained on a regular basis. Nevertheless, the duo didn't think too much about this detail, and eventually got back to their exploration. During the initial minutes of their video, they cautiously moved from one side of the building to another, primarily exploring the area but also searching to see if anyone or anything was currently inside the building with them. Fortunately for the duo, they didn't hear or see anything unusual during this time. They then continued exploring and decided to check out one of the locker rooms. However, as they were exploring the room, that's when they made a chilling discovery.
And it is just full of all of the football equipment, shoulder pads even, helmets up here. This is one of the coolest locker rooms I've ever seen. I've never seen so much stuff left behind. You want to tell me? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, it sounds like good. It's fine, don't run, bro. We're fine. Oh, shit, bro. It's fine. Here. Go this way. Yo! Hello?
Man, just grab the property, man.
Oh, we're getting out of here right now. I'm sorry.
I'm the owner.
Okay, hey, we're getting out of here. We were just taking some pictures, bro.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
I'm sorry. We just saw a window.
Yo, Dre.
Hey, I'm sorry. Please. Bro, please, bro, please.
Chill out.
We'll leave right here. I'm so sorry, bro.
I'm doing no fair.
We're just taking some pictures,
Dre!
man. Please, I'm so sorry, sir.
I get it.
I'm so sorry.
Dre!
No, we weren't looking for anyone, man.
What am I telling you, bro?
I'm sorry.
Tell all y'all friends I'm coming here.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, for sure.
I'm the owner.
For sure, bro. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Yo, they're staring at us, bro. Let's go. I don't care. I'm scared.
To the explorers' absolute shock, as soon as they heard the noises and went toward its direction, they were immediately confronted by the property owner. Disturbingly, one of the individuals even started running towards the explorers, and even brandished a metal pipe and began threatening them with it. The duo immediately started apologizing to the group, explaining that they were simply there to take pictures and that they would immediately leave the premises. However, the individual still wasn't satisfied and continued to threaten the explorers with the pipe. Luckily for the duo, the individual didn't use the weapon against them, as the owner immediately started yelling at him and successfully managed to de-escalate the entire situation. After this intense altercation, the explorers were able to leave the building and get back to their cars before things worsened. Nevertheless, the duo were extremely fortunate that day, as they weren't attacked by the individual, and they managed to escape the potentially life-threatening situation without sustaining any major injuries.
I don't care. I'm scared. Bro, I'm actually so shook right now.
We almost got our ass whooped in there, bro.
Bro, he was holding a f***ing metal rod. Dude, I thought he was gonna me, bro. I was begging for my life, dog.
If you've enjoyed the video so far, it would mean a lot if you considered subscribing. Over 95% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. Your support really helps the channel grow, and in return, I promise to keep bringing you guys the best quality content. Now let's get back to the video. In March of 2021, a YouTuber named Dennis uploaded a terrifying video titled "Real Poltergeist Activity Caught on Camera" to his channel, Dark Ghost Paranormal. His channel is dedicated to paranormal investigation, and he often uploads footage of himself exploring various haunted and abandoned locations across Europe. In this particular video, Dennis decided to explore and investigate a haunted house situated in a remote part of Russia. As Dennis began his investigation and entered the building, he immediately mentioned that he was already on edge, given that the house had a very eerie atmosphere. Nonetheless, Dennis remained optimistic and eventually got back to his exploration. During the initial minutes of his video, he decided to set up multiple cameras throughout the building to capture or identify anything that he might otherwise overlook. Disturbingly, during this time he mentioned that he had already heard some pretty bizarre noises originating from the attic. He then decided to go in its direction to investigate. However, as he was approaching the room, that's when things started to take a turn for the worse for Dennis.
Я слышал шумы в той комнате. Вот, и на чердаке. Они, в общем, везде здесь. Уже несколько раз включал свет там. Шумы были. Сейчас шум в первой комнате. Будто бы что-то тащит. Можно еще посмотреть. Опа.
After Dennis heard the noises, he initially froze for a brief moment, trying to make sense of their source. When he went inside the room to investigate, he was startled to see that a wooden drawer had mysteriously moved several feet away from its original position. For the next several minutes, he remained inside the room, all while he tried to process and comprehend how the drawer had moved on its own. However, as he was investigating, that's when he stumbled upon something truly disturbing.
Друзья, я сейчас просто в реальном шоке. Еще чуть-чуть бы, если бы я не услышал скрежет, меня бы сейчас реально придавило этим шкафом. У меня просто нет слов, это просто пипец.
To Dennis's absolute shock, the cabinet which had been positioned behind him abruptly toppled over, landing just a few feet away and narrowly missing and potentially crushing him. After yet another chilling encounter, Dennis had absolutely no idea how the cabinet had inexplicably fallen. As a result, Dennis decided to leave that room and went to a different section of the house. For almost the next 15 minutes, he stayed inside the room trying to comprehend what he had just witnessed. He eventually composed himself and went back to the room to investigate further. Disturbingly, when he opened the door, he discovered that the cabinet and the wooden drawer had somehow moved back to their original positions. Dennis, once again speechless by what he was witnessing, left that room and decided to investigate the remaining parts of the building. During this time, he decided to take a short break from his investigation and decided to doze off. However, as he was sleeping, that's when he encountered something once again.
Я немножко придремал. Не знаю, сколько это длилось. И я почувствовал резкий холод. Будто бы холодный ветер, я не знаю, тут подул. И вот смотрите, что я еще нашел. Заметил, вернее.
As Dennis was sleeping, his camera recorded faint tapping noises originating from the building, and just moments later, he was suddenly awakened by the sound of a loud explosion. When he woke up and went to investigate the commotion, he discovered that the fuse box had inexplicably blown up, and therefore caused the loud noise. By this point, Dennis couldn't comprehend or make sense of anything he was witnessing that night, and was overwhelmed and unable to rationalize any of these events. But he did, however, continue to investigate the building for almost the next 10 minutes. Fortunately for Dennis, he didn't encounter anything similar during this time. He eventually decided to end his exploration and leave the building. It's still unclear how the cabinet toppled over or how the drawer moved on its own, along with the mystery of whether what Dennis encountered that night was paranormal. But based on everything Dennis witnessed during his visit, the only explanation that comes to mind is that whoever or whatever was inside the building didn't want him there and caused multiple furniture to move, as well as the loud bangs and noises. However, none of these claims regarding the paranormal have been verified or debunked, and are merely based on what Dennis witnessed during his visit. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide whether what Dennis encountered that night was truly paranormal or simply an elaborate hoax.